In this video, I'll be talking to you about energy and how it works. So before I get into it, I just want to do a little rewind of what my journey has been with energy and how I gotten to know it better and better and better. And so when I was really young, for the first time, I was introduced to Reiki when I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and I broke something in my foot was stuck between the wheel of my bike, like one of those horrible accidents. And she performed Reiki on my leg. And at the time, I just thought, oh, it feels really warm and this is so weird. I'm not sure what she's doing. Anyway, so fasting forward, at some point, this is maybe 5 years ago, I started developing energy and thinking about it. But I had a physical experience where I could feel energy. And I was doing some healing on someone's head, and I could see that the other person was feeling exactly what it is that I was doing. And I'm like, whoa, okay, this is so cool. This is actually something tangible that I can feel, right? And so that sort of kickstarted my journey with looking into energy, what is energy? And I found Dr. Hawkins' scale of consciousness, which is what I do a lot in my program. One of my programs is all about clearing out the energetic container of shit, is I like to call it with my clients. And so I really work with Dr. Hawkins' scale of consciousness, and it's really cool. And so basically energy will always want to level, right? So for example, you're waking up in the morning, and as I'm talking about this, I'm receiving so many other things that I should be talking about. It's pretty cool because I just started this YouTube journey. Anyway, so yes, I was saying that energy will always want to level. So if you're in the morning, you wake up and your energy is up here and you're closely encountering with someone that their energy level is up here. If your energy field is entirely open and you don't know how to recognize this or whatever, what will happen is that your energy will most likely drop down to their energetic level, which means that you'll start to feel how they're feeling, but you are unaware of it, right? So what I teach my clients a lot, and what I'll be talking about in this video, is to become aware of when is something yours and when is something not yours. And so to really start deep diving into yourself, okay, this is what I'm feeling right now. And I felt differently 5 minutes ago before I came home. And now I'm feeling different. Okay, let me check in with myself. Is this mine or is it not mine? And if it's not yours, you're more than welcome to just give it back to the earth, place your hands on the earth, wash your water, hands under the water, and just give it back, right? Because it's not yours to carry. And if it is yours, then you can transform it and change it, which is great because energy can just be transformed and transmuted. It can't be destroyed or anything, right? And then the other thing is that when you are then with someone that's down here and you're up here, because you are aware of your energy, you can stay up here and you can seal yourself off energetically. So then the other person has no point but to rise, to come and meet you where you are at, which is great, right? This is how we are elevating in consciousness. And so that's why it is also really important to do the work on your own energetic container, because we have such a powerful ripple effect to the people around us, especially as we start navigating and journeying through how to contain the energy where it's at and how to not get sidetracked by external circumstances that throw you off guard. Because once you start to realize that you are the one that creates all of that, you'll start to see that all the work starts from the inside, right? So you can work on your own energetic frequency, clear out your energetic container of shit so you can stay up there and help in elevating consciousness, which is what we are all here to do, which is very exciting. I hope this video gave you some clarity around energy. Oh, one more thing that just dropped in as well. So another thing is that I love it when this happens. And so another thing is that in the morning we wake up and we, for example, have an energetic container of say 30. I'm just making this up now, right? So your energetic container is 30, and then you go about your day and you do all these things that are draining your energy. And some things, especially if you don't like doing them, they'll drain you even more, right? So as you're going about your day, for example, you go back to 22, for example, I'm just naming something, and then you sleep overnight and then you gain those 8 again, you start at 30 and then you go about your day again. But what happens is over time, if you continuously do things that you really don't like to do and that make you feel really miserable and blah, and you're doing too much because you don't know what your boundaries are and you go over your boundaries and you're people pleasing and all these things, then what happens is instead of using 8 during the day, you might use 9. And so you sleep overnight, you gain 8, and then you come back at 29, not 30. If you then repeat the same thing again, so you do another 9, well, you can see how this is going and how every day you'll start to feel more empty, and every day you'll start to feel more drained, and every day you start to feel like, oh my God, my bucket is overflowing and I can't do this. And all of a sudden I don't have energy for this. This is when people are starting to hit like a depression or like a burnout, you know what I mean? So this is exactly why this work is also so important, because you can see, like, if you're going into this lower scales of frequency and you're going into sadness, anger, fear, grief, guilt, all those low ones, then you'll start also attracting more people from that plane of existence. I know this sounds crazy, from this plane of existence, right? And then you'll just see that your whole world starts to become more negative, which also means that you're actually degrading consciousness, and we need to elevate it. So we all have our own individual thing to give to this world. And if I can have my humble opinion, it's about elevating our own personal consciousness, and that will be the only way. So thank you so much for watching this video, and for me being all over the place and still watching it to the end. And much love. Mwah.